Going to the UFC, right, and beginning with we revisit Max Holloway,
Yeah.
following his loss against Ilia Topuria. He is moving up in weight class and is looking to go into the lightweight division forever, seemingly because he wants to eat his ramen. But this being his next step, do you see him being as successful in the land of Islam as he has been in his career up to this point?
Um, I think if Topuria can wrestle, Islam can take it another level higher. So I don't think it takes the belts, but I don't think Max Holloway is about the belt at this point in time. I think it's all about entertaining and legendary fights because the barnstormer they had with Justin Gaethje, that is memorable in the minds of everyone at UFC 300, right? And I think
And
if
that
you
was
think
at that
about
division. That was at that weight
yes,
weight class.
and because of his pedigree, he's already listed at being fifth on the rankings for feather, welter, bantam, up at
Lightweight.
what lightweight? Thank you, lightweight. So, I think if you think about the roster at lightweight, right? There's a Dan Hooker, there's Michael Chandler, there is Charles Oliveira. There's people that which he can slug with and have a barnstorming fight where Max can show off his skills. Whereas with the 145, he's been there, done that. I mean, what do you do? Do you fight Volkanovski again? Do you try to prove a point against Topuria? Whereas he said himself that he feels stronger, he feels better at 155. So I think if anything, that it's just going to take Holloway up in terms of what the fans think about him, in terms of his display. But against the wrestling, I don't know if he ever captures gold.
Yeah, it will be interesting to see how he does at the higher weight because even in the division that he was fighting and he's big for that division, right? And you think maybe now, particularly as he continues to mature, this is maybe a more natural class for him to be in. But yeah, Israel Makachev is pound for pound the best in the world, and I'm thinking of like a Max Holloway. He's not just any other fighter, right? Even though at 300 we saw him like fight for the BMF title, he is a title fighter. He's a prize fighter. So I would think to myself with him going into the lightweight division, his idea is to go there and win a belt, win the belt. And I just don't know at this stage of his career, at this stage of their careers, not only him but also like with Islam, if he can go and do it. This is fighting at the end of the day. Anything can happen. You catch a guy the right way, particularly with him being the elite striker that he is. He might be able to capture the crown. I just don't think at this point in his career, again, at this point of Islam's career as well, he's going to be able to get into that division and run that division.
I think wrestling is a very good weapon in the UFC, and for as long as Islam is as good a wrestler as he is, it's not going to be easy to pry that title or that belt away from him. But I think if you put Max against all the other guys, pretty soon he's going to get a title shot because I think he's itching to fight against Dustin Poirier before he leaves because I think Dustin is 2-0 over him. He's itching to fight the Michael Chandlers and the Dan Hookers of the guys of the world who've scaled the heights and are there for the taking. So I think he can still have credible fights. He can still have a shot for the title, but I think it has to be in someone's hands if I'm being realistic because wrestling is a big weapon and I don't think that's his strong suit. So if someone else like Michael Chandler, who is decent enough, we'll get to see what American wrestling versus Russian wrestling looks like. In the UFC, it hasn't quite fared very well, the American wrestling that is, but we'll see where that one goes. But I think he's not necessarily making a bad move, but I think he's got scores to settle and it'll be exciting.